Disney's Moana, the story of the village heartbeat. Every morning, Papa Toa sat out in front of his fale on the grass, chopping up coconuts for breakfast. His friends and neighbors knew it was time to arise when Papa Toa's axe began to fall against the coconuts. Thunk, thunk, thunk. As Papa Toa grew older, he was no longer strong enough to haul wood from the forest, nor did he have the stamina for fishing out in the sun. Everyone in the village loved him and knew he was saddened by his limited state, so they brought him all their coconuts to chop. All day, throughout the village, you could hear his axe. Thunk, thunk, thunk. One day, he was feeling faint and lay down to rest. A hush fell over the village. Without Papa Toa's steady beat, workers fell out of rhythm, their mallets and knives missing their targets. Papa Toa's granddaughter, Tiale, was gathering reeds to weave into a basket, but when she heard the discordant smacking of mallets, she paused. As she listened, she realized she could no longer hear her grandfather's axe. Worried about him, Tiale dropped her armful of reeds and rushed to his side. "Papa, are you okay?" she asked, kneeling down next to him. "What can I get for you?" "Some water, please, Tiale," he answered. Quickly, Tiale fetched the water, along with some mangoes. By this time, everyone in the village had stopped working, and they were gathering in small, confused groups to discover what might be wrong. Why did something feel off? When Papa Toa had recovered, he sat up and looked around him. "Why can't I hear anyone else working?" he asked Tiale. "Oh, grandfather, it is because they are missing your steady beat. Don't you know you are the heartbeat of the village?" Tiale answered. Papa Toa's eyebrows furrowed, for he had never thought of himself that way. "If that is true, I better get back to work," he said, reaching for a coconut. Crossing her legs, Tiale sat next to him, handing him each coconut in turn. Thunk, 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 went Papa Toa's axe. Beneath the roof of the fale, several women settled back into their positions around a stretched piece of bark. Up went their mallets and, bang, 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 down onto the bark to pound it into tapa-cloth. On the edge of the forest, men picked up their knives and axes again, and with a snick, 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 they cut off branches from the heartbeat and piled them up to use in building. In the center of the village, the oldest of the men eased down to the ground in front of the drums and smacked their palms against them. Dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, thunk, 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 bang, 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 snick, 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 dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum. As the music floated through the village, some of the younger men leapt up and began to dance, slapping their hands against their thighs, arms, and chests to add their own beats, their movements echoing the drummers and tapa-cloth workers. Grinning, a group of older women clapped their hands and snapped their fingers as they swayed to the music, while other women headed down to the beach and waded waist-deep into the water. The women used the ocean itself as a drum, at first gently tapping on the surface, then swooping one hand under and up while bringing the other hand down fast, smacking them together. Thunk, 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 bang, 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 snick, 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 dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum. Smack, clap, snap, splash, smack, clap, snap, splash. Picking up a coconut, Tiale rapped on it with the back of an axe. Tap, to tap to tap, tap, tap. When her father needed another rest and a sip of water, Tiale took over, chopping the coconuts just as he had done. He smiled approvingly. Then, as though in answer to the music of the village, a gust of wind rattled the leaves of the palm trees together, and a boom of thunder sounded in the distance. Rain was coming, and with it a good bounty of crops for the villagers. Papa Toa and Tiale shared a smile. There was no sweeter song than that of the villagers and nature working together. Thunk, 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 bang, 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 snick, 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 dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, smack, clap, snap, splash, smack, clap, snap, splash, tap to tap to tap, 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 whoosh, clatter, clatter,